From Kino Art. It's a lovely autumn day. It's kind of warm, almost invisible drizzle, and I love it. The air is wonderful, and it's the absolute hangover cure. And we got this lovely discussion here. We almost like filled half of our coffee about the authors of the presented authors of movies, which are in part of the competition of the 63rd edition of International Movie Festival Brno 16. Welcome. I will try to introduce them, and I already know it will be disaster, but because you will see soon that I can't actually read, but please be gentle. So, on my left hand, yes, Kateřina Hrodníková and the movie Ospalky. Welcome. Uh, uh, then, uh, yeah, Magdi Barzoki and Moebe Godbi. Moede Godbi, oh my. And movie Aziz from Iran, welcome. Uh, Andrea Guizar and Gizar and movie Toothless from Mexico. Alexander Hoysan from Ukraine, Analogy of Space. And yes, Andrej Kolenčík Zeviňánovo from Slovakia. Okay. You look the same. Can be brothers. Yes, Hunting Day, Alberto Seixas from Portugal, yes. François Robic and Dinah Exjazer, yes, who are not sitting next to each other, yes. The movie Psylo from France. Then, yes, Rakan Mayasi from Lebanon and Trumpets in the Sky, and Angel Radev and Noura Al-Kadri from Bulgaria, and the movie The Curse of Flying Dutchman. And again, Andrej Kolenčík Zjeveňánovo. And last, but not least, and I see you here, God, Andrea Selešová, and movie Sisters from Czech Republic. So, welcome, and I will be asking you like very easy questions. All I want from you are honest answers. So please to be as honest as possible. And my first question, very obvious. The short movie. We all love short movies. I'm the director of Short Movie Festival after all, so at least I shouldn't hate them. So now I love short movies. But what? Oh yes. And yes, and welcome Kamil Malecký, the cinematographer of the Polish movie Last Days of Summer. Welcome you here, and I'm already missing your dog. I hope she's okay. She's here. Oh yes, so she will join us soon. Her name is Cora. Yes, so you will also see Cora from the movie Last Day of Summer. And so again, short movies. We know all about it. So, honest question: you are all creators of short movies. Is it a phase? Is your short movie career a phase? I will like leave this like mic to go on. Then you can grab the other one and kind of like return this back to me. So it will be kind of awkward. So like, let's do it. So I don't know. We can start here. So short movie making, is it a phase for you, or is it something like kind of what you actually mean seriously?
Well, as like a fiction films, yes, for that is a phase. But I love making like short experimental films, and that's like always be a passion. And I don't know if it's always, but it is, for now. So yeah, I want to make like fiction films, but with like experimental films. I love the short, uh, yeah, the short format.
عزیز در واقع فیلمیه که من تجربه زیسته خودم بوده.
So they're saying that they actually experienced that in real life. It was their own experience, so it's not a face, it's real.
I mean the format, like of a short movie. Like if like you would prefer actually to rather do features, or like if you wanna stick with like short movie format.
میگن که شما دوست دارین همیشه فیلم های کوتاه انجام بدین، یعنی دوست دارین فیلم کوتاه یا اینکه دوست دارین مثلا فیلم های بلند یا چیزای دیگه داشته باشین؟
نه تا یه مدتی آره فیلم کوتاه همیشه دغدغه ما هست، ولی در حال حاضر در تدارک ساخت فیلم بلند هست.
So they're saying they love to have short movies. However, they would like to also at some point try different things, like maybe a longer movie, or so on. So.
Yes. Well, I'm doing animation, so for me, short format is like quite normal, because to make a feature film in animation, it requires a lot of time and a big budget usually. But I think, yes, in the future I would like to go for a feature, but something experimental and maybe low budget, because I have been working on my own almost in all my films. And in Toothless, I did work with other people, and I really liked it. So I hope in the future I could still experiment and maybe make fastly a feature film. But let's see.
Yeah, I mean, the short films is always more about freedom, and yeah, just I'm also made like an animation documentary thing, um, but yeah, for example, even in that I mean, in this case, I also like have the thoughts maybe to try in the future, like make the feature length thing, but I mean, for sure there's will be less freedom, and it's just another rules for it. So it's I guess we all have like those thoughts maybe to go for feature things in the future, but now it's like for me as a student, it's like the only way to make something. So yeah, and that's. I mean, it will be great if, for example, when we will have a chance to make a feature one, you know, it will be cool that you can like make a feature and then a short one, and then like you could just you'll not like stuck only on feature. You know, it will be not just a step. You'll just it will be okay for you to go back for a short one, and then because this is like really different formats. This is not like you know. Like something more better or like stuff like this. So yeah, it's like it will be really cool just to have this like another freedom, you know, to choose like if you have like a good feature, does not mean that you can do like a short film after that.
So I really like the short format, and since my film is only 3 minutes, maybe I will jump to 6 in another. So I'm really enjoying working with short format. I think it gives you some freedom and some space for new experience. So I'm really liking this format.
I don't really know what to say more than what they said, but I have no point of comparison. So I did shorts, and it was I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I think that when you say that it's a phase, I think it's like taking it for granted. You know, it's nice to make shorts, but also depends on the person. I mean, I want to make feature films, but it doesn't mean I want to just take a decision not to ever make a short again. So you never know. You know, you might have a new epidemic, and then you're stuck, and then the only film you can make is a short. So. So shorts are nice, good, you know, medium to learn, to create something also without the expenses of a feature. But it's neither not black or white. Also, you know.
I think the reality for most filmmakers is that it's very hard to make a living from making just short films, even if you really love the format. Because I think most people here would like to start, if they haven't made a feature yet, they would like to start making features. And of course, there's stories that are just perfect for a short format. There's stories that would make a mediocre feature film, but will make a great short film. And it's I guess it's your job to realize what format fits the story you want to tell, and you should always be open to working in a short format.
I don't think short films are a phase, mom. I really believe in the format, and as Angel said, and also something I thought about is a Jack London quote. I think it's sometimes harder to tell stories in a short format, so it's a good challenge. And yeah, we love a good challenge, right?
I think short films are much better than feature films for audience, because when you make a very bad short film, you will lose just 10 minutes of your time. But when you make a bad feature, you wasted 2 hours. So I think this speaks for itself, and I'm currently preparing my feature film.
I don't know what else to say, but yeah, I think it's more a question of economy. Like, I think, as you said, it's really difficult to live, to make money from being a short movie director. So I think everybody wants. I mean, if you're an artist, I think you want to live of your passion of making films. So, but yeah, I don't know what else to. I think the format is not really for me. It's an economy.
The feature film is the goal.
So yes, thank you for your honest answers. I think are all basically admitted that they actually are aiming for feature or like something like very like revolutionary, like 6-minute long movie. My let's say I'm suddenly a crazy billionaire and I've got like huge pot of gold. I will give you if you would turn the short movie which is here in this competition into the feature. It has to have at least 90 minutes, basically from the material you got here as a short movie. Would you be willing to do that, or do you think we'll be even able to turn it into the, like, let's say 90 minutes of feature? Yes, we will start by you because you've got like most time now to prepare, so it's fair, and like yes, it's also the mine would be like return.
I'm not the director, only director of photography. It's the director's choice, but I think at this time I would do any movie. You know, any.
So if I know about some job, I will I will pass the word.
So for my movie Sisters, definitely not. It was written to be as a short film, and I think it suits it, and it's not possible to do the same thing with the same feeling. I think this 12 minutes just suits it, and if it would be longer, it wouldn't work. It works as it is, I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm only the producer of the movie, so I don't know what I can say about that.
Well, exactly, you are responsible for the money, so it'd be
Yeah,
maybe your
okay.
call, you know.
No, but
Be like, Francois, shut up, we are doing it. We wouldn't get the the budget for this again, like.
But no, but I think that is something interesting question, because often on when I am on short movie festival, sometimes I watch short movies that are like small feature film, you know, like, and I don't really like that, because when you feel like that the director, he did a short movie because he had no money, and actually he want to do a feature film with the same subject. I mean, sometimes it's good, it can be good, but sometimes I think like it's a lack of consideration for short, because I think, as many people said, you have to take the formats into consideration in making. I mean, some stories are made for 10 minutes, some stories are made for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like, and so I don't like this idea of making a feature film from a short film. I think they are separate things. For me.
So you said that if you are billionaire or millionaire or
Like rich, I've got like this, you know, the guy driving this like a famous Berno Lamborghini Martin 69 is kind of like, you know, like money doesn't matter.
I would add some helicopters, explosions.
You can have it. You can have it.
Cameras, like
Yeah.
10
Yes.
on motorboats.
Yes.
And, yes, this.
You go for it. Yes. Who will be playing the old lady? Helen Mirren.
We would use deepfake technology. So.
Good. I'm already looking forward to see. Actually, I don't have money, but like, you know, like it wasn't a trick question.
So again, I'm the producer, and Angel is gonna have his director's say. But I do believe our film, The Curse of the Dutchman, could handle a feature length.
You do or you don't?
I do believe. I do believe. There are a lot of topics that can be and themes that can be discovered and explored. And I would actually produce it. So I'm giving you a heads up.
That's interesting, because I don't think it needs to be any longer. I think it works great for what it is. This kind of little homage of silent cinema. But if you give me a lot of money, I will absolutely compromise my artistic integrity. I don't care. I'll do it.
They will be even sound this time.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I won't take it. Actually, my film was a feature film, and I made it short, so it's already the other way.
It's shrinked. It's shrinked, and yes,
Time.
in the movie, like, it was prepared. Actually, it's shrinked, and like
Exactly. Yeah, that's it, man.
It's a really crazy director's cut, I can tell. I hope Peter Jackson was more like you, not like to turn like already, which is like 3 hours, like turn it into 4, like rather like cut it like to 20. I like this. I like this approach.
In my case, I don't think it would be a good feature film. Um, Also because the movie is inspired by a tale, so the short dimension has always been very important, and um, it's really in the DNA of the movie, I think. And also, I think that when you do a short movie, of course, if you want to do a feature film, some elements that are present in your short is going to be re-injected in a long format, I think, visually and even in terms of what the movie is showing. But in my case, it will be a big no.
Well, I think my film is prepared to be a feature because it is a circle, a story in circle, and if I paste the beginning in the end, I can turn it in a 90 in an
So we can just play it in a loop.
yeah. So I think if you have the money, we can make a deal quickly.
Yeah, and in my case, like I have the thoughts maybe to make like I don't know, for documentaries, it's like it's not the. I mean, the late for documentary. It's like in an hour of light for documentary is like a feature film, but in fiction it's like more. It's like 90 minutes, so it depends. So I have this animation documentary thing. So I guess I'll try maybe like because of the concept, I'll try to make like maybe I don't know, like 1 hour film, but I I still like in the process of like of of finding the way like to make it, because right now like I really think that this my film that is shown here, the analogy of space, is more like a teaser for this in-game world, and I think I could put there like really like a bigger amount of different things that yeah, that I just like decided not to put there, in the short format thing. Yeah.
Yes, like for me, the answer is no. Like I wouldn't make a long movie, a feature movie of Toothless. I think I exhausted the topic of the teeth like sufficiently, and yeah,
It can be like rest of the body. It can be like eyes and kidneys. It can be like.
true. I thought about it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good idea. Then my answer turned into yes suddenly. Give me the money.
I've got a cinematographer for you.
Thank you.
برای اینکه فیلم کوتاه بخوام بسازم نگاه میکنم که اون دغدغه و فکری که پشت ساختن این فیلم هست چی هست. بر اساس همون ساختار فیلم کوتاه و فرصتی که دارم از قبل بهش فکر میکنم، چون دنیای فیلم کوتاه با دنیای فیلم بلند خیلی متفاوته.
They believe that the world of short films are very different than feature films. They could still think about it, but they believe that it's better to stay in the lane, but not to make a short movie, a feature movie, because the story is shorter, and it's more effective when it's a short movie rather than when you are watching the same thing for 90 minutes.
و یه چیز دیگه هم که هست این که اینجا واسه من هزینه مهم نیست، واسه من اینکه فیلم خوبی بسازم.
It's not that important. Money is not that important, but the most important is that the movie is perceived well and it's made well rather than it's made with lots of money and effects.
Well, yeah, I would take it because I would, yeah. Yeah, because you know, it would lose some magic, but it would gain a lot as well. So, and like the story, you know, there are themes that, you know, it kind of works, but also there's a lot more to tell. So it's one of the short films that are kind of the films you talked about, which is like, yeah, it could be a feature film with no problem. I think just, you know, better writing, I guess.
If your next movie, what you are doing, it has to be either horror or a musical. Which one would you pick?
Oh God. Maybe a musical. I can't believe I said that. But yeah, I guess I guess so.
من هیچ کدومشو نمیسازم.
None of them. You have no انتخاب ندارین. بعد انتخاب کن. بعد انتخاب کن. Horror.
So it cannot be like a horror musical.
No,
It
no,
should be
no, no,
either
no,
one.
no.
Okay.
I know it exists, but not don't make it easy to yourself.
Okay. So musical, I think. Even this Teeth movie could be a musical in a way. I feel like Teeth
So
could
much
be
chittering,
like
you know,
great
yeah.
characters for a musical. Yeah.
Yeah, so one more time, it could be a horror musical and
Either horror or a musical.
so just two options. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah, I guess it will be interesting, like to mix the documentary observation with some horror things. So I would take it like this.
A horror?
Yeah, but in documentary way, I guess.
I was hoping you would pick musical because it'd be so hilarious, and like in GTA movie, it's a GTA the musical.
Well, a musical. Yeah, we have a lots of interesting music in Portugal and funny music, so it will be a pleasure to make one.
I think horror.
Yeah, horror, man.
I'm really sad we cannot do both.
No, you can do both.
It's very, very
In this
depressing.
case, actually, when you are doing silent flicks, it's like really weird to do a musical, but like, it is possible. It is definitely possible.
I guess I already made kind of a horror film, so I
Yeah,
guess
yeah, it's
musical.
true. So it's a musical next
Yeah,
time.
musical for me.
You stole my joke. I would make a silent musical. Yeah.
So what is the budget?
Like the usual, like now, like it's doable. Let's say, you know, like I would know the difference if it's a horror or musical.
Musical is could be bigger challenge for me. I like more horror films, but I don't know. I will just flip a coin probably or something.
No. You can't.
I can.
You don't have coins, like.
I have. I can flip one
It's
right
a-
now.
it's
and
a-
I will
it's a-
answer you.
it's a Bitcoin.
I have Bitcoin. I don't. Wait a minute.
You don't have cash. Nobody got cash these days. Come on, flip a credit card. Can you borrow? Can anybody borrow him some money? Yes, thank you.
So 20 crowns,
Yeah.
horse
Yeah.
is a musical, and the lion is a horror.
Yeah. So.
It's a horror.
Oh my.
I will definitely choose musical because I love musicals.
So you won't be like working together because he's
Ah.
doing a horror.
No, but I will we'll try to make a match.
Well, horror is quite of kind of hard to pull off in animation. It's hard to make it scary, I think. But it would be interesting. But would choose, I think, the musical and maybe make it like absurd, because I quite enjoyed the movie The Burden, and it would be interesting to do something like that.
I'm not really into the musicals, but when I think about the colors, lights, camera movement. The opportunity for DOP, definitely musical.
Thank you. So, I mean, it's almost 50-50, no? There's a lot of musicals here. I also want to add a Western, but nobody would choose Western. Who you would choose Western? No, you can't because you don't have like 3 signed coin. Like, it's literally impossible. Okay, now I've got like very boring question, but I'm like curious, and I like also like audience maybe also curious. Again, like try to do it very shortly. Don't think about it. Movie maker you are obsessed with. One name. Some movie maker. If you are even like got something that like that. And when you are there, can you tell me a movie actually from the last year which actually think is super wonderful? Everybody should see it. Don't stay too long on it. But like, what's your take?
Roger Dickens, 1917.
I really don't have anything. I'm a blank paper right now, but but I quite enjoyed the student film by Oliver Hedgy, which was like quite absurd and I can't remember the name right now. So, but I'm looking forward for his new stuff. So.
Which movie?
I can't remember the name because I don't remember it. It was like 2 years ago, I think so. No, I'm sorry.
Okay. The movie I'm thinking about right now is, I don't know if you saw that movie, it's Essential Killing by Skolimowski. It's really, I watched this movie on a train, actually on my computer, and I was really amazed. And I think it's when you are just so moved by a movie on the computer, on a train, it means it's a really good movie.
I like Oldřich Lipsky, for example, and many more, of course. Recently, I have seen Triangle of Sadness. That was nice.
All right, so I really liked Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was super.
Woohoo!
like
Yes,
everything
yes.
happening
I
at the
second that.
same
Yes.
moment, yeah. And I have a non-serious answer for the director, and it's Ed Wood. You should definitely check him out.
Do you mean a movie that came out recently in the last year, or a movie I saw?
You just saw. Like I don't want to make it too difficult on you. Like you know.
I guess I will go with Everything Everywhere All at Once as well, because it's very, very out there. It's very hard, I think, to do something that's so bizarre and so outrageous and keep it interesting for so long and not bore people. So that was very impressive. And as far as directors, oh God, I don't know. Yeah, sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
You wanted to say your name, but like it's okay.
The director is called Bahman Ghobadi, and the film is called A Time for Drunken Horses.
Oh yes, yes.
It's funny because when you asked your question, I thought about musical movies.
But you are doing a horror. You are not doing a musical.
But I don't think it. I don't know if it is. No, it's not my favorite film. But I remember that because also it was before after the pandemic. But when I went to theater to see Annette by Leos Carax.
Yes, yeah.
I felt very very blessed because it's a musical, but there is something which is very like a horror film for children, and this is thing that I like.
It's for children?
Yes, there is something. It looks somehow like a Disney movie. With
Annette with
yes.
Adam Driver?
Yes.
For children?
Yes, I'm sure.
It's like, hey, if you will be naughty, Adam Driver will come to get you. Actually, like I don't.
No, but some worse thing happened on Disney movie.
Okay.
It's horrible. Very
I
often.
think this will be another like discussion, which will slightly start to turn into therapy. We got it yesterday already.
Well, recently I'm a bit in the movies of Pablo Larraín from Chile. And one that I've seen that I liked a lot in the last months was one called Beanpool. I don't know the name of the director, but I like it a lot.
Můžu prosím, on se tam, the mic is getting like viciously tangled there. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So I pick Bad Luck Banging or Looney Porn by Radu Juda. Yeah, it's so
yes.
nice.
I will pick something I watched yesterday, just to be very contemporary. It was a Finnish film with a French title. Maybe
Le
you remember.
Saboteur.
Le Saboteur.
Le Saboteur, yes.
Yes, and I really like Aki Kaurismäki and like Finnish humor, and then somehow is linked with this, Finnish ways.
In Iran, Asghar Farhadi,
Asghar Farhadi, The Separation.
And Abbas Kiarostami, Close Up.
Close Up. From Abbas Kiarostami.
خارج از کشورم میشیل هانکی Love and Trans Malik درخت زندگی.
The Tree of Love from who?
Trans Malik.
Trans Malik. Okay.
Well, I'm obsessed with Paolo Sorrentino for many, many years. And I know, like, the film I watched recently and I was very moved by was actually a documentary film. It's called, like, Eruption of Love. Yeah. And I was very moved by it. And it was, like, after a very long time when, like, documentary, you know, like, do a lot, like, with me emotionally. So it was very nice.
Yes, I haven't seen it yet, and I'm playing in our cinema like for 2 months, and I haven't seen it yet. Typical. Is there a question from the audience? No, not interesting about anything. Nobody wants to torture our guests with me. Yeah. It's not about movies. It's generally about like movie life, which is so romantic. Is it actually? Do you know, the thing is like, do you feel, hey, I'm filmmaker, you know? Do you think there is some kind of like this, you know, like odor of kind of like this, you know, this romantic lifestyle? I know it's dragging. I know it's like, it's a hard job, everything. It's very different than people think what it is. But again, you're in the bar, hey, I'm a filmmaker. Do you think it is there? Do you feel it, or do you think it should be there? Again, be honest.
I mean, usually people who bring it up a lot, they're not very good at it, in my experience. And like people who are actually like respect, they don't do that. And they don't, because, you know, they know that, you know, it's nice to make films and like we all love it and it's important, but there's also like a lot of other important stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's an answer, but
you know, this like what I'm doing, I'm a filmmaker, you know, like this, you know, kind of like, you don't think it's there, right? When you're saying it's like, sometimes like, I'm sorry, I'm a filmmaker.
yeah, I think it's there a lot with like the first, like when you have some kind of like success, meaning like the first things that, you know, you got your film screened somewhere, and then people got like kind of caught up in this like almost like nothing, you know, but it feels so big when it's like the first time or second and that. So yeah, it's definitely there, but I think, you know, when you're like normal and like you really like it will pass, like, because, you know, you don't need to flex. Like no one cares what you do. You know, everyone has a job, and you know every job is important. So yeah.
احساس غرور که دارم با عنوان کسی که فیلم ساز هستم، به خاطر اینکه وقتی از در خونه میای بیرون، انقدر تو جامعه ایران قصه میبینی، انقدر درام میبینی که مدام فکر درگیر اینه که فیلم بعدی در مورد چی میخواد باشه.
They're really proud of it to be a filmmaker, because the moment that you get out of the doorstep, you see so many different stories in Iran. Everything is happening there. and people will look at you like, oh, you're a filmmaker. Okay, so here's the story of me. You can make a film out of it. So yes, they do feel it. They do feel it's very big for them.
So romantic. Okay. I think in a way, yes, I don't know how to understand this question, but maybe I don't know if it's romantic to be a filmmaker, but I do think you need to have some kind of romance with this idea if you want to make a film about anything, and more in animation because of the time it takes. And in this way, yes, I think it's very romantic. You have these romances with the films, and when it becomes longer and then it's a relationship, then it becomes hard, and this romantic love is not so romantic anymore. But it still is nice. It's enjoyable, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't know what to say. I mean,
So be honest.
um, yeah, when you're just a student, you're like, I mean, when somebody, you just, okay, you're sitting in the bar and somebody is like studying, I don't know, um, like math or stuff, you know, and you said that you studied film directing. Yeah, there is um, like some, I mean, I know that a lot of people like doesn't know that actually like film directing is something that you could study in university, you know, like, and yeah, that's just interesting to see their reaction on it. So yeah.
Well, I think it's a bit tough if you need to pay your bills with this work, but if you make it like you make wood turning in your garden and everything is it's okay, I think it's a good chair to be sit on.
I think I never told to myself I am a filmmaker, but I think I
You are living in denial, you know.
No, because
Francois, just say it.
I think I love to make films, and I hope I'm going to do another film. But for me, it's more something that is something you do than something you are. I don't think art is something about being artist. I really don't believe that. But,
I think it is romantic, and it should stay romantic, because I think digital is making it less romantic. But you know, the institute itself, the institution of cinema, yes. Well, I mean, ideally, it's great to just make films, not do anything else. But it's very difficult. So you don't. When you say romantic, for me, it is romantic, but it's when you don't see behind the scenes, because behind the scenes there's blood, you know. Maybe this is why it's red carpet, because there's a lot of blood also. You know what I'm saying?
Is it like, is there something I should know?
You make the festival, you tell me.
I'm not sure.
Okay, blood and sweat, you know what I mean?
Like, okay. Be more careful now. In case you will see any blood else anywhere, please just tell me. You know.
In my case, I do like 5 things simultaneously. I don't really yet feel like a filmmaker because I work in an archive. I work in I edit in a TV show. I do random bits of stuff all over the place. But it will be great to be a filmmaker. Be great to be able to only do this the first time after we were done with our film, because my first film short. I was like, why am I not doing this all the time? Why am I wasting my life doing anything else but that? But it's really more about the process and not really about going to festivals and going like, yeah, I'm a filmmaker, I'm such a big deal, I'm on Instagram taking selfies, hashtag living the film life. That's not the important part. But it's very hard for an up-and-comer, but it will be great if you can do it only this for the rest of my life. I hope I get to do it.
Okay, this has turned into a, like a therapy session for real. I'm happy to have you here. I don't know.
I'm Nora, and I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah, exactly. For me, it's about stoicism and knowing when to stop doing things below your pay and acting your wage and being, like conscious of, as a producer, I'm saying, knowing when you can ask for favors and when it's time to stop asking for favors, because for the first 1 or 2 films it's all right, but people are not gonna make are not gonna help you forever. So we should respect that people can join and help out for 2 or 3 days, but like whenever we have a paid opportunity for them, we should be the first to like reach out and invite them to our team. That's the producer non-romantic kind of thing I can say. But the romantic part actually is the falling in love with your film every time you see it. And even though you had like 3 breakdowns on set, you still love this film and you want to share it with people and you want to talk about it. So yeah, that's it.
I'm from Slovakia, and to be a famous film director in Slovakia is something like to be a famous plumber. Actually, I'm glad that no one knows what I do.
I wonder if I know any famous plumber, Mario. Super Mario, yes. I mean, it's huge. Come on. Like, everybody knows that.
Yeah, but it's Italian.
They're making a movie about him. It's 3D anime. Oh my god, it's Super Mario is more famous than Fellini. I mean, like.
Okay, so maybe not plumber. Let's think about janitor.
Janitor, like Fred Krueger.
But it's a fictional character. But that's romantic and beauty of it, that no one knows you and no one sees your film, because Slovak audience don't go to see Slovak films so much. And so, but people somehow still do it. So either they are stupid or they just really need to do so.
Are we talking about plumbers or filmmakers?
Filmmakers.
Oh, yes.
But
you want to be a plumber?
What?
You want to be a plumber?
I
mean,
good
money.
I want to be a famous plumber, but plumbers get better salaries.
Yes, actually, they get better salary than me. Yeah.
So actually, I'm a film editor. So I think the thing is, nobody really cares. I think it's really a interesting job, but when
I care.
Thank you. No, but the thing I want, it's not it's not really romantic. For me, it's romantic, but for people, I think I don't know. But I think about being a filmmaker. Maybe it's my opinion, but I think you don't really choose to make movies. I think it's like in between a curse and a chance. I don't know what like you don't really. I mean, when you do movies like really with passion, it's not really a choice. You have to make this movie, whatever happens. So I think it's. I think if you want to make movie just because of the fame and the glitters, it's not gonna work most of the time. So I think it's not a good way of seeing things.
I kind of feel like I have too many answers for this question. Like if you think about it, like feeling like a director and everything like that, I'm more like feeling like an imposter all of the time. Like I don't. I'm trying to get over this, but because when you make like a short author animation film, you're usually, if you do it digital, you're usually just like crouched with a computer somewhere in a room for for a few months. So it's you kind of forget that it has this potential then. But every time I go to some festival and I just fall in love with it so much more all the time. And another thing is when you're making these drawings and they come to life, it's so fantastic. So it's every time you feel like something just came to life, something just happened. So it's quite nice.
I have many thoughts waiting for the mic, and now I don't know what to tell. But I agree there is a lot of blood behind the scene. Yes.
I'm not sure I wanna know.
But I try to make to find this beautiful moment when there is romance. Sometimes it happens. Wish me more these moments.
So this time another like super quick and a silly question. In your next movie, you can have any actor, anybody, who it will be.
I'm not the director, so it's not my decision.
You can shoot anybody, like in a movie. Who would be like shooting?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, yes.
Well, in my next movie, I will create anything I want, and I literally will have a god, so I can do anything I
Cheating,
want.
like animators are cheaters. But he will be voice acting, or she,
No,
or them.
because
They.
it's like it's no voice acting. It's for children. There's not going to be any dialogue, so no.
I don't know. Actually, I love non-professional actors, so maybe I would love to find a non-professional child actor, which is amazing. Maybe.
Can we choose also someone who is not here anymore?
Like I mean, currently, like there are CGI in anybody. It's like it's the easiest stuff actually.
So Marty Feldman.
It's funny, I could only think about Louis Garrel. Is this how you pronounce his name? Yeah, yeah. The French actor from Dreamers. Yeah, I'd love to work with him.
Willem Dafoe. I think I can just make a movie of Willem Dafoe's face, and that's just a close-up of him, and that's the whole film.
Guys, again, be careful about the yes. It needs a group effort. It's beautiful. Like it should have been picture.
I will work with you, Milan.
No, you wouldn't be able to afford me. I need
we
my
talk
own.
about this after.
I need my own van, and like it must be pink, and inside only fake leather, yes, can be very prissy.
Okay.
I'll say maybe Nicole Kidman before Botox.
It's beautiful. Your producers. I wanna play with like kids nobody knows, and director. Hey, but I want Nicole Kidman.
Well, I'm with my friend from France. I would like to find the next thing in non-professional acting. I would like to.
But you can have like also anybody that can be, like
Yeah, I know, but
Nicolas Cage. Hey,
yeah.
I wanna be in your next movie. Like,
yeah, I can choose him, but it probably will refuse. So.
No, he wouldn't. He's like, I wanna be there.
Oh, he's
Who
a
would
busy man. But I think it's very cool to have new people in the screens. I think it's really a thing, and I always try to do so.
And I consider I wanna see your movie with Nicolas Cage in it.
Okay.
I wanna see every movie with Nicolas Cage in it.
Yes, I said I'm more focusing on documentaries, so I mean,
Can be voice actor, anybody, you know.
it's more like observational thing, so
You can observe
yeah,
him all
it
the
will be
time.
without the voiceover, but
you should better know about it. You know.
yeah, I need someone who speak Ukrainian really well. So I don't know, like I really like Ukrainian actors, you know that yeah. So
They can use those wacky accents, you know. It's still very popular in Hollywood.
fuck Hollywood.
For me, I would pick some evil character from telenovela. Maybe Soraya Montenegro from Mariala del Barrio.
برای فیلم بعدیم فیلمنامه‌ای که نوشتم تنها کسی که تا الان انتخاب قطعی شده مائده است.
It will be her.
و بقیه بازیگرامون هم بازیگر خوب در واقع سینما ایران قرار استفاده کنیم.
And then they will choose someone famous from the Iranian film actors or actresses.
Well, when you asked, I first thought about Matt Mikkelsen or Michael Caine. I don't know why. well, yeah. So, okay, I will give you the microphone. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it can be romance. I would love it. Oh my god, I also would be to be distributed by Ira Films. I'm like I'm fine for like another like 2 months here. Yes, please do that. Yes, get the money somewhere for it. You are a cinematographer. It can be Tom Hardy there as well. One again like more serious question. Like I don't know how to ask it, but like basically, you all said short movie is not a phase. I wanna do feature eventually. Now you are in a short movie festival, which exists like shooting short movies, and then in like 10 years you are saying bye bye. And like me as a festival director, program actually of short movie, I feel like in a position to be like you know, like a teacher. You know, I get you here, you're like 7 and everything, and then you're like 15 or like, I don't know what was the time when the kids are leaving school now, like 30 probably. And then like, now I'm going to live and like, and we are starting again and again and again. It's like pictures of those like young people, you know, I know them and they were like young still. And now imagine like, we will be like, now we wanna go with you. So like we also grow up with you and like those, we will cancel those short movie program. We will go to feature to show your feature movies, but there will be no short movie festival no more. Would you feel it like it's a betrayal, or who would be betraying who? Like, am I betraying you now? Like saying, or like future filmmakers, I don't wanna do short movie festival anymore, or don't you feel you are betraying also us? We really don't want to stick with short movies. It's a complicated question. Maybe when it will get somewhere there, you will finally get it. But I hope it's clear. I will know by your first speaker.
Yeah, it is very hard. Well, I mean, well, when you talked about like me betraying you or like we betraying you. Well, I feel like for me, like it's more like growing. You know, it's like it's not a bad thing that it's a phase. You know, like so many things in life, it's just a phase, but it doesn't make it less interesting because of it. You know, it doesn't make it less important. So, you know, like you know what you're doing. You know, you're a director of a festival. You know, you have your goal. You know what you want to show the people. But we are kind of like still like working things out all the time. You know, what is the next project? What we want to do, and like what do we want to talk about? What are the themes? And you're just like selecting from like things that are done, but we're like constantly working on something. So it's very like, so it's not like betraying me, you, or you, me, you know, it's just, but it's very, like, I get your position, it must be very hard, because, like, it's almost like you have, like, new people every year, like, forever.
It's not you've got basically getting all the new people, but it's impossible to get like superstars because like because like they be already well. Yeah, yeah, like plumbing. Oh my God, it'd be so wonderful for this place. It'd be so clean. But yes, it's really hard to like like we want a red carpet and like who want a red carpet and we'll sell some names and like we never heard about them. Don't take it personally, but like it is like big numbers like logic because like you are leaving us. So but like that's
So maybe, like, if you have a money every year for like a film development, so you can have a grant and you can choose some director which is like kind of famous. You can give them the money and they will make a film just for this festival, just for you. Like maybe that's the solution. That like you will make an offer to someone, I guess.
میگن که شما که گفتین اولش میخواستین برین اولش شما فیلم کوتاه ساختین درسته؟ بعدش یه زمانی میخواین برین فیلم بلند بسازین. میگن که اگه این فستیوال اینجا هستش همیشه فیلم کوتاه داره دیگه، بعد خب شما وقتی فیلم بلند بسازین دیگه اینجا نمیاین، بعد ایشون تصمیم میگیرن که با شما بیان یه فستیوالی که فیلم بلند باشه. به نظرتون اینجوری دورتون زدن که این کارو کردن که دیگه مثلا چه حسی دارین که وقتی این فیلم کوتاه فستیوالش دیگه اینجا نیست؟ احساس میکنین مثلا ایشون دور زدن این فستیوال رو اومدن اینجا، یا اینکه دور زدنی در کار نبوده، یعنی خیانتی نبوده به شما که مثلا این فیلم کوتاه دیگه فستیوالش اینجا نیست و آره مثلا کلا به فیلم کوتاه دیگه ایشون نیان، مثلا کارگردانی این فستیوال فیلم کوتاه انجام ندن، بعد با شما بیان فیلم بلند. احساس بدی داریم بهش؟ مثلا احساس میکنین دورتون زدن یا اینکه احساس ناراحتی میکنید که دیگه فیلم کوتاهی فستیوالش در کار نیست؟
احساس ناراحتی که داریم به خاطر اینکه از هم فیلم کوتاه شروع کردیم و به نظر من برای رسیدن به اون سینمای ایدئالی که میخوایم بعد این مسیر فیلم کوتاه طی بشه. حالا اگه اینجا یه روزی نباشه این ارتباط هم از بین میره.
Okay, they will feel really sad that the short film festival you will not direct it anymore and it will not be here anymore. But they will think that at some point they would like to go to the feature film, and they would be happy if you actually join them. And for them the ideal is to do feature movies. Yeah, you can learn a lot from short films as well.
Yes, I don't know if you feel betrayed by people who has this feature film as a face. Maybe you can turn this festival into animation festival, because animation people is like not developing into the feature film, so you would have the guests coming back to your festival. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, if somebody like switch from short films to feature one, that not means that after that they will like not trying to like make another short, So I guess you'll have a chance to see them one more time, even if they will make a feature one.
Not often, but like yes, it's sometimes, but like it's quite rare that somebody's like keep like doing short movies, even actually turn into like the feature movie director.
Yeah, I mean it's just an interesting thing to have this freedom, just if you are a successful like feature length director, it's just interesting like to time like making some short films. I don't know, like for example, Almodovar made like a short film like a few years ago. So I mean, like everyone could make a short film after like successful feature one. So yeah, it's okay.
You already know about my 6-minute compromise, so I feel I'm not betraying you. well, but I don't know. I can tell you more than this. I think it's a thing of the objective, the goal that you have. If you have this objective to make a short film festival, you will have short films, and if they are not from us, will be from another guys. But for sure, there are people here who will still make short films, and we will meet again later.
I think that some directors, they do feature film and sometimes they do short movie because it's the right thing to with the subject they are doing. And I would like to see it more often because I think that sometimes it's really interesting. For example, you see people like Coppola or Bertrand Bonello or even Chantal Akerman. Those directors, they always did different types of movie because they are artists, and I think I would like to see that more often, and it will be something maybe nice for you. I don't know.
Yeah, in return, yeah, it's true. Like he was like very much. He's one of the few like directors who's also famous for his short films. But again, like, yes, like went very much feature. But like he's yes, it's true. It's true. Also his commercials and so.
So if making feature films means betraying you, I betray you today, man. I'll be very happy to do this.
But it's fine because I will be the superstar of the movie. So
Exactly.
so screw B16 and let's take a tram.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, Lynch is still making shorts. Look at what he made a short. Almodovar made a short recently. So you have famous directors still doing the short films because it's the right thing for the story they want to say, they want to tell. As far as betraying you, I don't know. I think all of us pretty much want to hone our skills, go to the next level, see if we can do it, develop as artists. But that doesn't mean that we won't be making short films, sending them to festivals, sending it to your festivals. And I think you not giving platform to young artists is a bigger betrayal than us going to our logical progression as artists.
So, and also there are artists, if I may, like, I do believe that what they said is true, but also there are artists that only create in short form. Let's say, I think Toshio Matsumoto is the name of the director. He has 37 films and only 3 of them are feature films. And they're super experimental, the short films, and you should check them out definitely if you haven't heard of him. But yeah, there are directors that keep making in between feature films. They make either branded content, as you said, commercials, or short films. And some of them, yeah, some of them abandoned this format. Like, I don't think Wim Wenders and who else? Yeah, Wim Wenders started with short films and Jim Jarmusch. So they would do a short film and then they would use this for proof of concept for their feature film. I should check if they do in between short films, but I'm not pretty sure. So yeah, I feel like if you have the need to tell a short story, you will tell it. Even if you have 100 feature films and now is the time for your short. It's, yeah.
I agree with everyone, so I don't know what to say more. Like, sorry.
So I think that short movie festival are a lot. I mean, directors who are doing short movies are often young directors, so it's a question of generation. So you shouldn't be sad because there's going to be another generation of young directors. I hope everybody will going to be feature film and you will have new babies like new. So I mean, it's okay.
Oh. Well, I think with the animation we are a little out of the loop with this question, but I'm glad you brought back this question because I actually forgot to finish my answer last time because even if I had maybe the opportunity to make a feature movie, but I would never stop doing short movies because with the animation it's such a quick way to express a new idea. You can jump to a new style, to a new technique, to a new anything. So I really like doing a lot of things and trying new stuff. So I also like to work with other people on their projects because of this, because you get to do many things. And with animation, the short is just so natural. You can make 1 minute animation with an amazing humor or something in it, and it works perfectly. So I think it's something we will never let go of. And so I second the idea you can change the festival into an animation festival. Never enough of them, so.
It's true, when you start to make feature films, you stop making most of the time shorts. But I have an idea for you. You can. I would like to see Brno at Spring, maybe. Then you can do both. Now the shorts festival, and at the Spring feature film festival. Why not?
I know that I would be probably super single if I would agree to this, this idea.
There is the blood.
I don't know. I will probably finally find the blood somewhere. No, like Brno Spring. No. But I would like to thank you all. I think we very much like filled like kind of like the time with like interesting answers. I hope also not so silly questions. Anyway, we can like keep it unofficial like on, but I would like to say goodbye for you to now, like for the stream. And if there is one last sentence you wanna say to audience, one sentence only, like simple sentence. I will. The floor is yours.
Let me make the movie.
I hope autumn will be a little nicer and it stops raining.
I was hoping it would be like optimistic, you know.
I don't know. Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Putin, хуйло, слава Ukraine.
Are we still online? I was wondering if it was cut by now.
I don't know. Yeah, in the vein of what he said, times are hard, but it's gonna get better? Question mark.
It gets easier.
What are you drinking?
I don't think it gets easier anyway. Cinema, short or long, let's say.
I felt like I already said a lot of shitty things, so please don't remind what I said.
Okay, so you are losing a good afternoon here in Brno, and life is even better.
Yeah, regarding all the things, we still in Ukraine need the help of the world, like from the outside. So yeah, and thanks to the Czech Republic for everything you did and doing right now.
Yes, we would do more, but like yes.
من برای همه کسایی که اینجا هستن آرزو میکنم اون فیلمی که تا حالا دوست دارن بسازن و نساختن رو یه روزی بسازن.
He's hoping for everyone here, the filmmakers, directors, and everyone, that the movie that they want to always make and they haven't made yet, to make it.
آرزو میکنم اون فیلمسازای کشور خودمون که ممنوع کار شدن و فیلماشون توقیف شده تو زندان هستن بتونن آزاد بشن و آزادانه بتونن فیلم بسازن.
He's hoping for the Iranian filmmakers that have been in prison because of the content they made, for them to be free.
Here, here.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, as you said, times are very hard, but you know, go to therapy, stay hydrated. I don't know, like.
Yes, and don't live in denial, you're filmmakers. So, I would say goodbye from Brno. And in case you miss this event, you can still make it. 8 p.m. We got closing ceremony, so hurry, hurry on buses, on trams. And in case you are not able to make it, I assume next year, not on spring yet, but next October again here in Kino Art, and let's another Brno 16 with a new generation of short filmmakers. Bye.